أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. I am your brother Shazman, lecturer of Islamic Banking and Finance. Today our topic is about Islamic law of contract and business transactions. Islamic law of business transactions, also known as Islamic commercial jurisprudence or Islamic finance, is a system of rules and principles derived from the Islamic legal sources, primarily the Quran and the Sunnah. It governs various aspects of economic activities in accordance with Islamic principles and ethics. General principles of contracts in the Quran and the Sunnah. Methodology of the Sharia. The methodology of Sharia or Islamic law is derived from various sources and principles within Islam. These sources guide Islamic scholars and jurists in interpreting and applying Sharia to different aspects of life, including business transactions. The primary sources of the Sharia are Quran and Sunnah and even Ijma as well. When we are talking about ibāddਤ, which are devotional acts, refers to acts of worship that are directed towards Allah and are primarily concerned with the spiritual relationship of an individual and their creator. Example of ibāddਤ including acts such as salah, Sawm, which is fasting, Hajj, Zakat, and recitation of the Holy Quran. But the muamalat refers to transactions, contracts, and interactions among individuals in social, economic, and legal spheres. Examples of muamalat include business transactions, contracts, marriage, inheritance, judicial proceedings, and other interpersonal dealings. While ibāddਤ are considered universal truths with fixed rules and no need of ijtihād, muamalat involves dynamic interactions that may require interpretation and adaptation over time, necessitating the use of ijtihād to ensure their compliance with Islamic principles in different contexts. Several important principles govern commercial contracts and transactions within Islamic law, ensuring fairness, transparency, and adherence to ethical standards. Here are some key principles. The first one is free mutual consent. For every transactions, for every contract, it must be with free mutual consent. Prohibition of gharar, prohibition of riba, prohibition of qimar and maisar, prohibition of khilaba and ghish, which is fraud and deceptions, prohibition of two mutually inconsistent contracts or contingent contracts, Conformity of contract with the maqasid Sharia or objective of the Sharia. Principle of liability for loss and entitlement to profit, which is al-gharar bil-zaman. Permissibility as a general rule, which is al-aslu fil ashya al-ibaha. The detail of these principles we will discuss in the later video. These are the major rules and principles which someone must follow whenever he is doing any type of contract or transactions. You are welcome. If you have any question in the future, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks to be Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.